Yo, yo, yo. What is up, everyone? It's me, DillyBoy1k, and today I'm going to teach you guys some math. We're doing math on this YouTube channel now. And today we have math lesson number 1, the POG formula. Now, it actually isn't the POG formula. We just call it the POG formula. It's actually something else. But before I do tell you about the formula, let me talk to you about the origins of the POG formula. So the POG formula was founded around 4 weeks ago in a math class. And this equation, this formula, helps you determine whether you can or can't solve any equation. So if you have any equation, it's just anything, the POG formula will help you out. So without further ado, let me teach you guys about the POG formula. So for the unindoctrinated, it actually isn't POG, it's P to the 0 subscript G power. This is POG right here. You want to know this. Now, P to the 0 sub G is equal to E times the antiroot of 17 to the 5/3 power. This is the formula right here. Now, E in this case is equal to equation. So we got the equation right here. And so you multiply any equation that you have. You multiply it by the antiroot of 17 to the 5/3 power. Now, if you have a fraction power, you could just make it, for example, in this case, you could make it 17, you can make it the 5th root of 17 to the cubed. That's what you could do. But because of this antiroot right here, you actually can't simplify it to do that. It's really weird, but that's an antiroot for you. Now, let's actually use the POG formula, because I've only showed you the example. Let me actually give you a scenario in which you would have to use the POG formula if you want to determine whether you can or can't solve the equation. Now, let's use the equation 0 equals 1. Okay, so let's plug it in. We have P to the 0 subscript G is equal to, let's put this in parentheses, 0 is equal to 1. So you have the quantity of 0 equals 1 times the antiroot of 17 to the 3/5. All right. Now, if we do all this math, what we really can do to simplify all this, we put all of this in parentheses and we raise it to the 0 power. Now, if we raise everything to the 0 power, we have P to the 0 subscript G is equal to 1. So, what can we infer from this? We can infer, because 0 equals 1 and P to the 0 sub G equals 1, P to the 0 sub G in this scenario is equal to 0. So, this equation is solvable because P to the 0 subscript G actually has a value that we can use to solve equations. Isn't that pretty neat? Now you may be thinking, when will I ever use P to the 0 subscript G formula? When will I ever use the POG formula? And to that, I answer with this. You will use it in any equation that you have. You don't have to, but it helps out a lot if you use P to the 0 subscript G. So math lesson number 1, remember the POG formula. Ladies and gentlemen, have a good night.